NYIT is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk County's Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Pack, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening, I'm Carol Pack. Here's what's happening. The ice and snow that is accumulated on Long Island is continuing to cause problems. A temporary structure housing a dinosaur exhibit in Suffolk County collapsed under the weight of ice and snow. The Vanderbilt Museum in Centerport says the prefabricated metal building appears to have collapsed last night. No injuries have been reported. The Suffolk County Fire Marshal is investigating as a precaution. A spokesperson says museum officials have not yet been able to get close enough to the building to assess the damage. On Wednesday, the canopy at a Westbury gas station collapsed because of the weight of accumulating ice and snow. Fishermen on Long Island's East End say recent winter storms have made Montauk Inlet virtually impassable during low tide. Newsday reports the inlet that connects Lake Montauk with Block Island Sound is supposed to be 12 to 14 feet deep, but recent storms have created shoals that have reduced the inlet's depth to half that amount. Fishermen have complained about being trapped or forced to detour to other harbors. So today, federal, state, and local officials toured the inlet by boat. Congressman Tim Bishop says the inlet is scheduled to be dredged in 2013, but they're trying to get the Army Corps of Engineers to do the job this year instead. Nassau County's police commissioner is retiring. Lawrence Mulvey released a statement yesterday thanking former County Executive Tom Suozzi and current County Executive Ed Mangano for giving him the opportunity to work for the people of Nassau County. According to Mulvey, he and Mangano have civilianized and consolidated services to save taxpayers more than $20 million. And he says during his tenure, he's improved morale on the force, improved community and officer safety by getting guns off the streets, and helped establish one of the most comprehensive anti-heroin programs in the Northeast. Mulvey says he plans to leave office on April 1st. Meanwhile, the Nassau County Executive says Police Chief Thomas Crumpter will serve as acting commissioner of the police department, while a search committee looks for a permanent replacement. Andy Pettitte announced his retirement today at Yankee Stadium. With his wife sitting at his side, a conflicted Pettitte said leaving the game was an easy decision and wasn't an easy decision. The 38-year-old left-hander says his body is in shape to pitch, but his heart's not where it needs to be. Pettitte was a 5-time World Series champion during his 16 Major League seasons, 13 of them with the Yankees. He set a Major League record for postseason wins, going 19-10 with a 3.83 ERA. Lawyers say a court-appointed trustee wants the owners of the New York Mets to give up $300 million, money that he says is fake profit from Bernard Madoff's epic Ponzi scheme. The demand is made in a complaint ordered unsealed today in a federal bankruptcy court. The complaint names Fred Wilpon, Jeff Wilpon, and others connected to the Mets and Sterling Equities as defendants. Lawyers agreed to make it public after settlement talks broke down. The suit has cast a cloud over the Mets ownership, which has said it's exploring a partial sale of the team. Madoff is serving a 150-year prison term. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Green Bay Packers are in Texas this weekend for Super Bowl 45, and many Long Islanders will be crowding local bars and restaurants to watch the big game with their friends. And as Kyle Reitan reports, a lot of them will be indulging in a particular type of food that's especially popular on Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl 45 is this Sunday, and Gene Steinbach, owner of Edison's Ale House in Manhasset, is preparing for a crowd. He says aside from finger foods, chili, and hamburgers, wings are the major Super Bowl food.
Well, Super Bowl Sunday's been known, I guess, for the last years for being a great big wing day. And we do wings multiple styles. We do them hot, mild. We do them sesame, kung pao. We do them a lot of ways. And wings are just a real popular thing that we do on Super Bowl. We serve a ton of wings.
Steinbach owns Edison's Ale House as well as the Barefoot Peddler of Greenvale, and he says they're expecting about 200 takeout orders for the big game. And in-house, he says they expect to cook 2 to 3 crates, each containing hundreds of buffalo wings for Sunday's game.
It's just a big wing day, and I would have to say that the wings are the easiest to prepare also.
When going out on Super Bowl Sunday, there are many delicious dishes to consider, but let's consider the wings. Delicious. And to go with the wings, Steinbach says Edison's has 25 draft beers and plenty of flat screen TVs to view the game on. In Manhasset, Kyle Reitan, LI News Tonight.
Trading was slightly higher on Wall Street today as investors dealt with conflicting jobs reports. The unemployment rate dropped sharply last month to 9%. However, the economy only generated 36,000 new jobs, the fewest in 4 months. The Dow closed up nearly 30 points. The Nasdaq is up almost 15.5, and the S&P 500 closed 3 3/4 points higher. Stay with us. We'll have more news and weather right after this as NYIT LI News Tonight continues. See a screening of the film Devil in a Blue Dress at New York Institute of Technology's D. Seversky Center in Old Westbury on Wednesday, February 9th at 5:30 p.m. For more information, call 516-686-7567. Long Beach seniors can learn safe driving tips at the AARP Mature Live Driving Course at Long Beach Public Library on February 9th and 16th at 6 p.m. For more information, call 516-432-7200. The Jerry Tobin Irish Language School is giving free Gaelic classes in Babylon starting Thursday, February 10th at 8 p.m. For more information, call 631-521-1227. Or learn the history of Long Island train stations at Northport Public Library on Thursday, February 10th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 631-261-6930. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight at nyit.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping-off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next. Call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air.
Despite violent efforts by supporters of President Hosni Mubarak to quash their protests, demonstrators again packed Cairo's Central Square today to demand his ouster. Thousands, including families with children, flowed over bridges through a series of checkpoints into Tahrir Square. The crowd appeared to approach 100,000, which would make it the largest since Tuesday, when 250,000 people turned out. A group of Mubarak supporters gathered in another square several blocks away, banging sticks on metal fences, but as they tried to move toward Tahrir, protesters throwing rocks forced them back. Meanwhile, detailed scenarios are being discussed for a transition to democratic rule. U.S. officials say one possibility includes Mubarak's immediate departure, with a transitional government headed by Vice President Omar Suleiman taking over, backed by the military. The protesters have said nothing can be done before the 82-year-old president leaves. In an interview with ABC News, Mubarak warned if he steps down now, it would trigger chaos. Iraqis are seizing on Egypt's unrest to protest what they call corruption in their own security forces, rampant unemployment, and a limited supply of electricity and water. There have been small, scattered demonstrations across the capital as Sunni and Shiite clerics warned in prayers today that poverty, oppression, and corruption could spark similar uprisings in Iraq. Sunni Sheikh Abdul Sattar Abdul Jabbar urged Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak to leave office peacefully and leave the people to decide their destiny. In the Shiite holy city of Karbala, a top representative of Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani said governments across the Mideast must learn the lessons of Egypt and Tunisia or be prepared to face unrest at home. The Catholic Church says Cuba will free 2 prominent political prisoners and allow one of the men to remain in the country, an indication that a long impasse over the fate of the island's prisoners of conscience may be coming to an end. The release of Angel Moya and Guido Sigler had been delayed because both refused to leave the island, along with the other remaining jailed dissidents. Under the agreement announced by the church, Moya will stay in Cuba. The church says Sigler has indicated a desire to go to the United States, though it was not immediately clear when he would leave. You can transform the way homes on Long Island are built. A new design competition was recently announced to find the best plans for an affordable, environmentally efficient, and sustainable home. The competition is open to both professional and student designers, and the winning home will be built on North 15th Street in Wyandanch. The land is owned by the town of Babylon, and construction will be funded by the Long Island Power Authority, the U.S. Green Building Council, Babylon Town, and the United Way.
Will bring out the best and the brightest in the architectural community and challenge the affordable aspect of building a new housing stock on Long Island.
So we want to demonstrate that you can bring sustainability and green to the mainstream.
It's cold. An energy efficient house, a tight, secure house, is one that's going to cost less to operate and maintain in the future, which makes it more cost effective for the individuals who live there.
The winning design will be constructed by the United Way's Youth Build program, which teaches the construction trade to 16 to 24-year-old men and women who are working to get their high school or general education diploma. And one member of Youth Build says he can't wait to get started.
I want to do everything. I want to do the floors. I want to do the walls. I want to do the foundation.
But construction won't start right away. The winning design won't be announced until mid-August, with construction expected to begin in the fall. And when it's all done, officials say the new owner will be chosen through a housing lottery. We had a partly cloudy day across the island, with today's high in the mid-30s. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a high near 30. Tomorrow, snow changing over to rain mid-morning, with more snow possible later in the evening and a high in the mid-30s. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-30s. Monday, partly cloudy with a high near 40. And the outlook for Tuesday, snow showers with a high in the mid-30s. And that's it for NYIT LI News Tonight. I'm Carol Pack. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on Monday. Have a good weekend.